Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the Luna Geeks Out channel. You may notice new desk. This is a pretty cool World War II US Army field desk, possibly Korean War. I'm not sure, the desks look pretty much the same. But pretty cool. I'm still working on figuring out the setup, hence I still have the slightly rough mic setup. I don't know what the audio's gonna be like, it might be messed up. Hopefully it's fine. I am working on getting a lapel mic, so one of these days, these videos will be done much better. The camera angle is a little rough. I would like to not have the door in, but I do need the light coming in from the bathroom. I would like to be centered, but the desk isn't really built for that. So it's a bit rough, but I think we can adjust it and work with it. And anyways, today we're getting to an unboxing that I haven't gotten to for a few days. I will explain that, explain the story behind that, and also the story behind why my previous unboxing took so long to come out. I think it's been over a week at this point since I filmed it. I'll get to that in a moment, but first I just want to quickly brag. I just got this in the mail. I'm really happy. It's an album from Bandmade. I kind of lost my train of thought. It's a Bandmade album, World Domination. Really good album. I've been wanting to get a Bandmade album for a while. My friend Dexter420, who y'all should check out on Instagram, recommended this one particularly highly, so I went for it. I'm very glad to finally have a Bandmade album. But anyways, let me set that down. Hopefully that won't mess with the recording, accidentally press the button or anything. Let's hop into the unboxing. We got this photo of my granddad here. Really cool one. He's with some folks in front of a tank. I can get out here. We are unboxing, poor audio here, we are unboxing not this, but this is related to it. We are unboxing this. So, here's the story about everything. That's gonna knock that over. Let me move that. So, first unboxing. Filmed it on my birthday. Was planning on editing that day, and then ended up going to semi-local museum. It was pretty fun, and I forgot to edit. I still haven't edited as of filming this video, so maybe it'll come out tonight. I'll try to get that done. There are no promises. There is no telling when that video will come out. It'll come out before this one, but there's no telling when any of this will happen. But with this unboxing, this is a wild story. So, a while back, I was at my local music store. I found this thing, 10 BABYMETAL Budokan on CD. It was pretty cool, you know, I was happy to have it. It's a great album. Second BABYMETAL album I'd gotten from the same folks as well, so that was nice. And then it was Tuesday. Tuesday, I decided to, well, we ran over to a semi-local antique store, got myself a nice M51 field jacket from the Korean War. I was really happy to have that, because I'd been needing a, well, I hadn't been needing it, but I'm working on assembling every US Army field jacket in my collection, so that was an excellent addition to that set. And on the way back, I convinced my mom to run me by the local music store, and I saw this thing in there, and I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. Looked at the price, it was a bit more than I wanted to pay, but, you know, it was pretty cool. I was happy to see that they were getting some more BABYMETAL in. And I went home, and then the next day, I was planning on ordering some other things, and I was like, you know, my grandma gave me some money for my birthday. I really want this thing, because I never get to listen to the CD. Let me go and get it. So I convinced my mom to go, and that was on Thursday. We went over to the local store again, picked it up, and on Thursday, the weather was pretty nasty around here. Just real heavy rain and everything. And we get back in the music store, and, you know, I'm really craving these really delicious cheese pierogies we have. I'm just absolutely craving them. And I say, oh, let me fix myself some of those. So, I pop them in the oven, fix them, and I'm gonna do some queso dip with them. You know, gonna be real tasty. Normally I do some salsa with them, but not salsa, I guess it is sauce. Marinara sauce, I don't know. I do some tomato stuff with them. But I was like, yeah, cheese on cheese? I like cheese, I'm gonna do that. Plus, queso dip certainly has just a little bit of a kick to it, a little bit of spice. So that'll be pretty cool. And the second I put the queso dip in the microwave, or technically my mom puts the queso dip in the microwave because I didn't know what the queso was, so she took care of it. And, you know, the second we get it in there and start it heating up, power goes out. And, not sure exactly what caused power to go out. Something with the storm, of course, but not sure exactly what it was. But the power went out, and, by the time it came back on, it was too late out to do any filming. It was still like it was light out, but I really rely on a lot of natural lighting coming from that window over there, especially not this one right here. And on a rainy, cloudy day, even at like 6 where it's still pretty light, that's too late to film. It's a pretty sunny day today. It is 5:42 right now, so around the same time that I just gave as an example. It's pretty light out right now. On a cloudy day, it might be too dark by now. It's probably still light enough, but it might be too dark. So I put it off a day. Yesterday, we run over to someone's getting some water downstairs. There might have been some background audio. I should probably close my door, but I'm too lazy to get up. But anyways, we ran over to a nearby town. We're gonna go to a museum, and ate lunch too late, so we didn't get to go to the museum. But we went to local, well, not a local, technically. We went to an antique store in town, and I got this desk, which is really cool. And then I also, it's not on camera, I'm probably not going to bother putting any B-roll footage, but I got a pretty cool World War II Japanese mortar shell, which was a nice addition to the collection. But anyways, I get back home, and it's a little late. I want to get this thing set up. Had some technical difficulties. This smaller table is held onto this section with some little clasps, and the clasps have become detached. I couldn't get them back on. I finally figured it out. It's a pretty easy fix, just a frustrating fix. And, by the time I was done with that, it was too late to film, and I was just too tired and sweaty and everything. It was like, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. So it is now 2 days since I've gotten this album, and I'm finally getting to it. Long introduction, I know, but these videos, they don't get many views. It's just a chance for me to ramble on about stuff, so I don't care. The folks who do watch these things probably enjoy it. But before I hop into this, let's do a quick recap of the contents of the CD, since I'm going to be comparing these two, and some folks may not have actually seen the CD before. So, we've got the same cover on it. The reverse is pretty much exactly the same. This one just has, barcode and everything on the back, which this one does not appear to. It might, I don't know. Inside, I can't speak on the inside yet of the vinyl, but we have this thing of the arena, and then it is, if I can get it out, 2 CDs. This one is Baby Metal Death Through Papaya, and this one, the second disc, is Megatsune Through Road of Resistance. So it's quite nice. I don't necessarily like this style of CD case. I prefer the ones where you just sort of clip the CD in, but this is pretty nice. 2 discs, it's fancy, it's fun, and pretty simple. So I imagine this is probably going to be about the same thing, so let's hop into it and check it out. This is a crystal clear vinyl, which is quite nice. That's going to be the first one in my collection. So there is the little spot where there is a hole in the cover. So let's start tearing this out. Fortunately, we don't need the bayonet today, but it's always nice to have it, just to be on the safe side. And I will say, some folks I've seen actually save these little stickers, and that's just pretty cool. I don't do that because I don't really have a way to, but it's pretty cool that some folks do that. Let me know down in the comments if y'all save the little stickers or not on your vinyls. Little info things. So here we go. There is slight damage along the top right here. Y'all can probably see the little white where that has, looks like it's been pushed out a tiny bit by the vinyl. But aside from that, it is quite nice. Let me just drop this on the ground, I guess. That's what I always do. So, quite nice. We open it up, and it is indeed the same design. And there would certainly be nice if there's a bit more to it, but, I can't complain too much. This is basically just the CD equivalent of a vinyl case. So, I would not necessarily expect it to be too different. We've got this, and it's just a simple black sort of case pocket thing for it. I would certainly love if there's a design on here, but these ones that are like the paper, which then have the plastic film inside them, always tend to be fairly high quality and last a while. So that's nice, and that is quite nice. I don't know how well this actually shows up on camera, but it's just, honestly, I've never actually seen one of these crystal clear vinyls in person before. My sister has one that's more of like a smoky thing, so one that is just the clear is quite nice. You can see some of the, I guess, imperfections in it, where, there's a little bit of like a swirl in the material and everything, but they're fairly subtle, so that is quite nice. So this is, Side 1, Baby Metal Death, Ijime is a tie, Gimme Chocolate, and Doki Doki Morning. Side 2 is GJ. Am I saying that right? GJ. Yeah. I always say DJ on accident, so that's saying it right feels weird. No Rain, No Rainbow, which is one of my favorites off this, but it does have that awkward pause, which apparently has some deeper meaning into it, but, you know, when just listening to it, it's awkward, to put it simply. And Distortion and Papaya, so that is quite a strong side right there. Two of my favorites off of this, and then two great tracks off of their most recent album. And then let's get this back in there and get the other one out. Take a look at it. You open up, please. Thank you. Exact same cover for this, about what I would expect. If you will get out. Yep, same condition. This one, the swirls are slightly more prominent in, but on the whole, exact same level of quality. And we have side 3, Megatsune, Karate, and Headbanger. That is probably the best side on this. Yeah, that's a good side. Megatsune on this is really nice. Headbanger is phenomenal. And Karate is... I can't necessarily think of anything for this performance of Karate that really elevates it above the others, but it's a solid performance of Karate, so this is quite the strong side. And then we have the 1 and Road of Resistance on side 4. I take it back. This is the strongest side. The 1 off of this, my favorite performance on this thing. My favorite track on this thing. I say my favorite performance because it's my favorite performance of the 1. I haven't heard all of them, and it's been a little while since I've listened to any of the others. So, I should not claim that it's my favorite performance, but it's sort of my favorite off of this album. I managed to sneak it onto my family's music playlist. Which, I might get in trouble for, but, you know, I'm leaving it on there. It's phenomenal. And then Road of Resistance is quite nice. I feel the end drags on just a tiny bit too long. Maybe cut it down by a minute or so, and it'll be good. But aside from that, just phenomenal performance of Road of Resistance. Easy the best side. Bit of a long one, but it's some good stuff. And yeah, this is just amazing album all in all. I have yet to listen to all of Legend of Metal Galaxy, either I think it's Legend of Metal Galaxy. Yeah, Legend of Metal Galaxy, where it's just the two separate albums that are sort of bundled together, paired together. Oh, it's two albums. One is one night, one's the other night. I'm confusing myself. I have yet to listen to all of that. I've heard... I'm getting hair in my mouth. I've heard a few tracks off of that. I have a Syncopation in my mix, because that's the only way to get Syncopation in the States, unfortunately. Let me set this back up so it'll look nice for y'all. There we go. I'm going to have to use this thing in future unboxings when I do vinyls, but anyways, I'm sidetracking myself. Let me set this back up as well. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I've heard that. I think I've heard Headbanger from that, and I saw this one other I've listened to it. I can't remember what it is. I've liked to have heard about that. Can't talk too much about that. And then they've got, I think it's Red Knight of the first Budokan show. And I've got the Blu-ray of that, so I'm at least somewhat familiar with that show. It's been probably coming up on a year since I last watched that night, but that was quite nice. I prefer the other night, but that's a quite nice one. So if that all was just like a straight rip of the audio from the or just not straight, but the same audio is on the Blu-ray, then yeah, that's gonna be pretty nice. But this certainly a great album, certainly a great live album. Of the live albums I've listened to all the way through, probably my favorite off the top of my head. The only other one that I can think of is Our Maiden. Nights of the Dead, I think it is. Live in Mexico City, whatever that one is. That's a solid live album, but I think the first half of it is really rough. It's not one of my favorites by any means. This is phenomenal. Only track I don't like on it is Baby Metal Death, and that's just because the intro on it is so long. If that was probably about half the length, or it was a separate track, I would have no complaints. But I love that version of Baby Metal Death they did there, and I can't put it in my mix because that intro is just so dang long. But aside from that, phenomenal album. I cannot wait to check out what the vinyl is like. I'll get that done eventually. Probably won't get to it today because it is getting a little late and I got some stuff I need to do. But I'll get to it one of these days. I am looking forward to it. But that is it. This was a bit different than my normal unboxing since I was comparing it to this old one and I was rambling on, telling some stories a bit more than I normally do. But, you know, that's what I do with these videos. I have a bit of fun with them. I don't go in with, like, a set plan in mind for, alright, this is the format, this is the formula, like I do with, say, my reactions. It's like, let me just turn on the camera, open this thing up, and say what comes into my head. And sometimes I say really good stuff, sometimes I say not so good stuff, and it's fun either way. I love making these videos, so I've lost my train of thought. That's what I've done. But anyways, that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell me your thoughts on this album. Do you own the vinyl? What did you think of the vinyl? Just the album in general, what do you think of that? Yeah, in the description, there's links to stuff. Check those out. I still don't have a good outro for these unboxing videos, but there will be another one sometime soon. I do have an album coming in that I will probably unbox. I don't know exactly when it's set to arrive. Sometime next week, I would wager. So there will be another unboxing somewhat soon, but I don't know exactly when because I don't have an expected arrival date on that off the top of my head, at least. But that is, again, going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.